Hey there family, thank you for clicking on today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about financial infidelity. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Gordon and I'm a graduate student working towards what will be a doctorate in clinical psychology. I also happen to be a life and health coach, and I make videos on mental health, fitness, philosophy, wellness, and everything I hope can help you to lead your most profound life. And while you're here, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as notification bell so that you're notified each time I post a brand new video. Also, feel free to share this video, like it, comment on it, and all that good stuff. Now, let's get into the heart of today's topic. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about financial infidelity. I'm going to talk about what exactly is financial infidelity, how to determine if you're committing or experiencing financial infidelity. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to talk about how to prevent financial infidelity and whether it's possible to come back as a couple from it. So be sure to stick around and watch to the end. So what exactly is financial infidelity? Simply put, financial infidelity is spending money, possessing credit or credit cards, holding secret accounts or stashes of money, borrowing money, or otherwise incurring debt without the knowledge of one's spouse or partner or significant other. Now, when you take into consideration some of the major reasons why most relationships end or marriages wind up in divorce, issues around finances rank in the top 5. Again, financial problems are ranked in the top 5 as reasons for divorce. Now, here's an interesting thing. When a partner discovers that there has been financial infidelity, it can and will scar them emotionally the same way as if the person cheated on them. Let me repeat that for you. When an individual discovers that their partner has lied to them about finances, the hurt they experience from the betrayal feels the same as if they cheated on them with somebody else. So now that I've hopefully provided you with some understanding of financial infidelity, let's talk about how to recognize the signs that you're committing financial infidelity or if your partner is committing financial infidelity. Let us first address a fairly simple way to recognize when you're committing financial infidelity. Now, unless you're someone that struggles with narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder, in essence, you're delusional or have no guilt about what you're doing, you know when you're committing financial infidelity. To me, the signs are quite clear, such as if you know your significant other finds out, you would have hell to pay, or if you can imagine that if the shoe was on the other foot and you would be highly upset with your partner, then you know that what you're doing is financial infidelity. Pretty simple, but again, it comes with self-awareness. Now, how can you determine if your partner is committing financial infidelity? Personally, I believe there are two clear-cut signs that your partner might be financially cheating on you, and these are: number 1, when your partner constantly accuses you of mismanaging money when you know that you're good at money management. That is a usual sign of projection. In essence, they're projecting their shortcomings on you. It's like the partner that accuses their significant other of cheating on them when they're the one doing the cheating. And number 2, you and your partner never talk about finances, and for the most part are either secretive or vague about it. And if the topic ever comes up, they find a way to brush it off and dismiss any fears that you might have about your finances. To be very candid with you, I never spoke with my ex-wife about finances, and when it was brought up, I always found a way to casually, brush it off, because my money script, which I'll define later, was more on the avoidance spectrum. Now, would I define what I did during my marriage as financial infidelity? Abso-freaking-lutely. So with all that being said, I'm going to talk about how to prevent financial infidelity, whether or not it's possible to come back from it as a couple. Let us first talk about how to prevent becoming affected by financial infidelity. Well, according to psychologist Klontz, it starts with understanding both you and your partner's money script, which I spoke of earlier. According to Klontz, money scripts can be defined as our beliefs about money that exist in our subconscious, which we often heard from our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, the culture we live in, and the people around us. Now, these money scripts will have a profound impact on our financial outcomes. In effect, our unconscious money scripts define our relationship with money. For example, you growing up watching a parent spend money frivolously, you might unconsciously develop the same approach, or you grow up extremely poor and hence tend to hoard and hide money because you never think you have enough. In my case, I grew up dirt poor, and my parents were constantly in survival mode, never really developing the ability to save because they had to figure out how to feed hungry kids on a daily basis. And my childhood experiences taught me to spend money as fast as I got it, because quite frankly, frankly, I never had it growing up and didn't really develop a healthy relationship with it. So my money script was centered around avoid thinking about the future as it relates to money and spending more on stuff that never really made me happy. Now imagine that you're asking yourself, what does understanding one's money script have to do with preventing financial infidelity? Well, according to the psychologist Klontz, when we develop an objective understanding of our money script through therapy, it can help in changing many of our unconscious patterns that can lead to financial infidelity. In essence, you have to become honest and self-aware about who you are in order to continue to do the things that make you great with money, or change the things that will lead you down a path of financial infidelity. Furthermore, Klontz contends that we should develop some level of understanding of our partner's money script by having a conversation as early as dates at the 7th date. This can be done by asking questions such as, what are your thoughts about finances? What was it like for you growing up around money? What did your mom and dad teach you about money? What are your financial goals? How do you want to handle money? In essence, you have to be willing to ask what can feel on the surface like the hard questions, but in fact are really simple. And it would surprise you how many couples I've worked with that never talk about finances, even when they have suspicions of infidelity, of financial infidelity. Now, as I said earlier, my ex-wife and I never talked about finances. Actually, I take that back. We did talk openly about finances once, and it was right before we got a divorce. So now that leads me into whether or not it's possible to come back as a couple when financial infidelity has been discovered. Now, you can come back as a couple. Now, can you come back as a couple? The answer is a resounding yes, but it will take a lot of effort and emotional strength. Both partners have to be willing to work together to find a solution or solutions that support healing and transparency, and there's no set blueprint for what the healing journey will look like. In essence, what feels right for each couple will look different, and the road towards healing isn't always a linear journey. And seeking counseling from a licensed professional skilled in issues around money can help, but so too can working with a spiritual advisor or a trusted confidant. The key is about being honest, vulnerable, and willing to listen non-defensive, because when you do that with your partner, it can feel absolutely empowering as a couple. And as a couple, you will become much better for it. Until next time, family, stay well. But hey, before you go, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is my face right there. Also, if you want to check out some of my other videos, feel free to click any of these two boxes. Stay well, family.